What's your name and where are you from?
Nolan Saunders from St. Louis, Missouri.
Where are you at right now?
I'm in Virginia, in Manassas, I believe, near D.C.
How come you're in Manassas?
Well, I've been knowing Carolyn for almost a decade, probably a decade now. She helped get Josh where he's at now. He goes to Cornell University, and she is stuck with my children. Now I got a little one, Jacob. He's 9, about 60 pounds, and he's learning the finer parts of body leveraging. And it's been a game changer for my 9-year-old. It's been a game changer for Josh. Josh is probably going to, as if we can help it, get Josh back to Carolyns. It's definitely, since the season is canceled for Ivies, get him back to Carolyns so he can get his body leveraging together, which I think it's a game changer for anybody who wants to have a competitive edge, have more strength, more athleticism, and just learn how to dominate people with their body leverage.
What made you want to stay with Carolyn?
Well, Carolyn's unique. It's like it's definitely a niche. It's a niche that's underutilized in wrestling, and if you understand what Carolyn's teaching and you can implement it, kind of like a lifestyle in your wrestling, then you will dominate. And people won't know why your moves are working, why they work the way they do, what you're doing, why they can't pivot off their right leg or left leg. So it's the finer part of wrestling. Wrestling has to have body leveraging. And if someone's doing the same moves and someone has, I like to call it Carolyze their moves are going to work a lot more crisper, a lot more powerful, and a lot more success.
Are you saying that her technique is much more different than anyone else's?
Yes, it's different. Her technique is different. It's similar, but with an added twist of body leveraging based on your torso, how long your arms are, human geometry. It's pretty high level. And if you haven't seen it before, you won't understand it because it's like it's like Chinese when you're speaking English. So you're not going to understand it. If you haven't seen it before, you won't understand it until it's done to you or someone shows you how effective it is, and then you will see it. So all our kids, they can scramble, they can do everything, they have much control of their body. My 9-year-old Jacob took wrestling seriously this year and hasn't had a whole lot of matches. And because his body leveraging, even though he's a beginner, at least on top, he can turn anyone, no matter if they were wrestling 4 years, 5 years, or how big they are. They can be 10 pounds bigger than him. If he's on top and he's in his wheelhouse and he does what Carolyn taught him, there's no way they can stop him from turning them to their back. And that's my 9-year-old. Now he's learning how to get off the bottom and learning how to shoot. And his name is Jacob Saunders, and when he figures it out, and people ask me, well, why is he doing this so fast? I'm gonna say, well, because he understands his body. He understands his body better than the other kids he's wrestling. They may know a lot of moves and have all this technique, but if Jacob has the proper body leveraging, he's gonna dominate. And when Joshua gets his body leveraging back, Joshua's gonna be hard to beat. So, and that's gonna be pretty evident. Yeah.
Based on the moves and technique I've used against you, would you say that it's more impressive than a 7th grader or even a high school or college guys have ever seen or used? Or
I'm wrestling with Chrissy. He's a 7th grade middle schooler, and his body leveraging technique, his body leveraging with his moves is it's world class. So, and when he grows into his body, grows in his maturity, and he gets to college, he is going to dominate. There's no question about it. I was drilling with the kid for about 45 minutes. He almost killed me, broke my ankles and neck, but he was doing everything right. I mean, I couldn't pivot off my foot. He was freezing my leg just based on his body movement, his body leveraging. He has so much control of his body that I'm telling you, when someone gets on top of him, he's going to reverse him. And everybody's going to say, oh, he's so skillful. Yes, he is skillful, but his body leveraging is superior. He is using human geometry, physics, that when you're in his wheelhouse, you're not going to be able to stop him. On top, in neutral, on bottom, you're going to be in trouble. Unless you understand what he's doing. You don't understand your body leveraging. You're going out there, you're wrestling hard and wrestling strong and banging on your head. He's going to mess you up.
Yeah.